But actually, in this case, it is. He knows perfectly well that select committees will not be able to sit. There will be absolutely no proceedings of Parliament, as according to the Bill of Rights. There will be no proceedings of Parliament whilst Parliament is prorogued. I want Parliament to prorogue, but I only want it to prorogue for 4 or 5 days so that we can do our job of scrutinising the government through proceedings in Parliament. That's the point. We want a Queen's speech, but we want to be able to come back and do our job.
Mr. Speaker, the honourable gentleman knows the procedures of this House only too well. He knows that we were about to go, in some cases, to the seaside for party conferences, in the case of my party, to a major city centre. And that is why we are taking 4 or 5 days of parliamentary time and simply going over the normal recess. That is not in any sense an abuse, and I'll give way to my honourable friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very grateful to the leader for giving way. Could he go back to his point about Standing Order 24? I mean, it does seem to me he's absolutely quite correct, and the Speaker in his previous statement was correct, that this could not be on a substantive motion. Now, if this motion is carried tonight, which appears to be a substantive motion, it seems to me the government would have every right to declare it ultra vires and ignore it.
Order. I know that the honourable gentleman won't presume to argue with the judgment of the Chair, entitled as he is to the possession and expression of his opinion. And what I would say to the honourable gentleman, in order to help him and to assist the Leader of the House, is this. If, in the judgment of the Chair, a motion under Standing Order number 24 is expressed in neutral terms, it will not be open to amendment. If it is judged to be expressed in neutral terms. The reality of the matter is there have been previous occasions upon which there have been Standing Order number 24 motion debates which have contained what I would prefer to call evaluative motions, notably, with which I feel sure the Leader is familiar, on the 18th of March 2013 and on the 11th of December 2018. It is in conformity with that practice that I have operated. I have taken advice of a professional kind, and I am entirely satisfied that the judgment that I have made is consistent with that advice. My attitude is simply to seek to facilitate the House. The Leader rightly referred to my responsibility, which was grave and solemn. I completely accept that, as well as I accept his right to his own view about my judgment in this matter. I have sought to exercise my judgment in discharging my responsibility to facilitate the House of Commons, to facilitate the legislature. I have done it, I am doing it, and I will do it to the best of my ability, without fear or favour. To coin a phrase, come what may, do or die. The Leader of the House.
I'm grateful, as always, Mr. Speaker, for your contribution to the debate. And it is always very useful that your words should be